know you said you were disappointed about not making the Olympics. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I think, that's just your dream and your goal. I think more than anything, I'm grateful to be in the Olympic selection pool. Like, I just got out of college, and just to even be in that conversation is huge. And then to the women that were selected, like, you look at that roster, and that roster is really, really talented. Like, a lot of players I've already played and competed against and are really, really good. And I hope the conversations about, those 12 and them having the opportunity that, a lot of people don't really get in their lifetime. So I'll be cheering for them. I'll be rooting for them. And, I hope they go out and win gold. I know they will. They'll dominate. But yeah, I think it just gives me something more to work for and shows me ways I can get better. And hopefully when 4 years comes around, I have another opportunity to try to be on that team.
Were you surprised at all by the way social media kind of blew up about it, or do you even look at social media?
To be honest, I haven't seen really anything. I'm sure it blew up, but I feel like that would have been the case one way or the other. Whether I was on the team or whether I was not on the team, I'm sure it would have been both ways. And but yeah, I don't read that, so I don't know what specifically was talked about. I'm sure it's talked about. I know it's talked about, but I look at it and whether I was on the team or not on the team is going to be talked about. And I hope the conversation stays around those 12 girls and what they're going to do in Paris.
Caitlin, how did you find out that Christy was going to be sitting you for the last 15 minutes or so of the game?
I didn't find out. I think we just went with the bench group that was honestly pretty solid when they came in. So there was no sort of conversation or anything.
So you talking to the refs a few times. Just kind of what were those conversations about? It seemed like you were kind of appealing to the refs a little bit.
Yeah, just getting clarification on a few fouls. Not anything. Like, they were good conversations. They were trying to help me out and show me ways that how it was a foul and what I can do on the offensive end to get a similar call. But it wasn't like anything bad by any means.
Coach was talking about.
Go ahead.
Sorry, thank you. Given that you are a huge basketball fan and we are located in Connecticut right now, the big basketball news is Dan Hurley not going to the Lakers and staying with UConn with college basketball. What does that mean for college basketball and just for basketball in general?
I mean, shoot, two really good options. He could have, he had his choice. I mean, obviously I have no idea what the conversations were, but I really admire him. I love his intensity. I think the way he coaches the game is amazing. The way he coaches his players is amazing and holds them accountable and really gets the most out of them. I've really loved watching them over the course of the last couple of years, and I think it's cool he's staying in college basketball. I think he really loves it, and I think he loves being around those young men, and obviously he makes them great. So I've been a big fan of his and big fan of his program, and they've been fun to watch.
Coach in post-game was talking about just not being pleased with the effort, I guess, all around from the team. What was her message to you all in terms of that?
Yeah, I think it's just like, we can't coach effort. This is a team you can't come out and be lackadaisical against. Like, they're just that good. They're going to punch you in the mouth, and I don't think we had it from the jump. And obviously that's a little disappointing. But that's something they can't coach. Effort is not something they can coach. They can coach X and O's, but they can't coach that. And I thought we just could have played with a lot better energy. I thought we let little things on the offensive end frustrate us, and we didn't play good defense. It seemed like everything they got was easy. Nothing was challenged. Uncontested threes. We were giving up and ones. We put them at the free throw line, and that was a key to the game. Like, you can't foul this team. They lead the league in free throws attempted, I'm pretty sure, and that's exactly what we did. So it's not a recipe to win many games.
Did you hear the fans chanting, "We want Caitlin"?
I did a little bit, yeah, that's cute.
Yeah. Well, kind of in light of that and her challenging you guys in that way, how do you guys want to respond?
Yeah, I think you have a great opportunity to come out and, we play Atlanta and then we play Chicago, two games that, feel like kind of must-wins. I don't want to say they're must-wins, but two very winnable games for our group, and obviously one of the teams we've beaten, another team we played in preseason, so teams that we're kind of familiar with, but a great opportunity. We get to go back home and play on our home court and really show what we're capable of and respond. I think that's going to be what she's looking for, and that's what we should want out of ourselves too.
Caitlin, what was the most disappointing thing for you in the first half? Just the defensive effort, or?
Yeah, I think the defensive effort. It didn't feel like our offense had much flow to it. It just felt super choppy. It felt like we took hard contested twos. But it starts on defense. We have to be able to guard. There's only so much you're going to be able to do. Like, we're going to have to, if we can't guard, we're going to have to score 90 points, and we just haven't been able to do that yet. So it's going to have to start on defense for us. Good. Thank you.